as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been a very, very long break, but we are back here over at the OneOne Valorant Tournament 2025. I'm Tashman alongside Yellow Lee, your casters for today. And don't forget, guys, if you guys are tuning in, we have a special giveaway for you guys.
Oh man, and especially since this is not just any giveaway, this is only an opportunity for those who still sticking out to support your favorite team or support OneOne currently. Thank you all so much nonetheless. Very simple how you can actually try to participate yourself for this giveaway. It's very simple. Do note this down as I tell you the step by step here. So naturally, step one, you gotta tune into any of the official live streams. We currently have 3, which is both YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook currently at the moment. After that, capture a screenshot of the live stream view, not the waiting screen, the actual stream itself of the casting. Then later, message us on WhatsApp at at 013-6122-100. I'm going to repeat that one more time. 013-612-2100. That's the number you need to WhatsApp and to send the screenshot of the live stream. And then after that, await for the delivery of the 511 currency pin here. And if you try to wonder like how much is one OOC really equivalent to, it's actually equivalent to 42 Mobile Legends diamonds, or if you're not playing Mobile Legends and playing Genshin Impact instead, then it's worth 60 Genshin Impact crystals. Or if you're up to date with the new mobile game Honor of Kings here, then it's worth up to 80 Honor of Kings tokens, and of course naturally many more here. But you know, why wait and try to figure out and try to do the math in your head? Do join us in this and try to redeem yourself that 5 OOC.
Right, now coming into the rest of the games as well, guys, if you guys didn't know, this tournament again is brought to you by OneOne. Interesting enough, OneOne is creating a platform for the Valorant teams around Malaysia and Singaporean region to engage to the community, and most importantly, OneOne is a top-up platform for games such as Valorant, Honor of Kings, Genshin Impact, and so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go for your top-ups, go on over to OneOne to get your OneOne credits to top up your game. If you guys didn't know, the new... What's the name of the bundle again?
Shoot, I was just...
Okay, we've forgotten, but the new bundle.
forgot.
Yeah, we have a new bundle out on Valorant.
It's pretty slick.
It's a very, very nice one. It's very, very fast. So if you guys
Is it
want
Razor
to
Sharp?
go and top up... Yeah, I know, it's very awesome.
Something stealth, right? I forgot already.
Yeah, so you guys can check it out for yourself over on the site as well. Now, coming into our next match, we're going to be looking at our top 64 and the final top 64 game for today. We're looking at Echo Remnant versus NGR Esports. Now, interestingly enough, this is a MYSG team. Echo Remnant has played in Challengers as well as multiple other titles here around the region, and I'm really excited to see what they are going to be bringing to the table alongside with NGR Esports. What do you know about these two teams, Leonard?
Well, you know, besides you already mentioning as well. By the way, if you guys know Echo Remnant, previously they were known as Echo Esports before they rebranded back to Echo Remnant themselves here. So quite a lot of decent potential for their end here as they try to make their way up into the world. But you know, naturally, just as how one of our top tier Valorant players in the scene as well, every single one of them had a beginning. They all started from somewhere. Same goes for the members of Echo Esports, or currently Echo Remnant, as they slowly make their way up to greatness here. And GR Esports also was joining them in suits here, and they try to make their way up here because naturally it is still a best of one task here. So a lot of tension, a lot of pressure is on the rise. So a lot of these guys, and they really want to try to keep themselves into the mix. Naturally, all of our top 64 games is currently happening concurrently at the same time. So this is the last round or last match.
Oh, super salty, punished so quickly coming in for just going a bit too aggressive. I think they were trying to hope that they can just, you know, take away the crosshair with the shots as well. Regardless, Zach W rushes up as well, avenging his teammate alongside Swicey. And this is massive. These are fights all around the map happening, not really happening on one area at all. Is this a heavy default side play? And honestly, both teams taking heavy losses from both teams' aggressions.
Everyone went pretty split with each other as well. That's pretty much why you see death happening all across the map as well. Although we do see a little bit of aggression coming from Echo Remnant here. But Zach will secure the third for himself. Last man standing in this 1v2. And looks like that's going to be the secure, but it won't be the quad. But FaZe K will secure it for the round for the team here. A little bit, I guess you could say a little bit blood all across the field here, Tosh. Because naturally, as you see, Echo Remnant really being aggressive. They pushed out from their respective zone here. But I guess it's understandable. It's pistol rounds. Not a lot of teams are feeling a little bit confident in their gunplay.
He went huge though just now.
It is.
Say. Like he went alone. His two teammates fell, swung out, somehow managing to take away 3, which is massive. But you know, ultimately, you know, both teams suffering heavy losses. It's just Echo Remnant just having that edge just a little bit when it comes to that last person. Now, around that W has set up a nice, I would say, one way, which means that Shadows
Bomb grenade out. One enemy remaining. Spike down mid. 30 seconds left.
You should pay more attention.
Although it did get a little dicey for a lot of these guys, especially since he flashed out, came into the lines of 3 players. He couldn't land the shots with the outlaw retreat at the back tier. We saw also one other player also having Swift C, I believe. So that
Spike down A.
No peeking, no peeking.
One enemy remaining.
Right, gonna go quick for that plant as well. And now the door has been closed. His position should be fairly good. As well. He does have a battle in hand, but in a 1v3, I wouldn't say it's the easiest retake in the world. The only silver liner now, I mean, C is quite low, but no clue in terms of position. He could potentially be backstabbed here. Flash comes out, and everybody gets him in the end. Beautifully choked from 3 different angles.
That round they won the gun round as well. So NGL was able to bring back the game back into their favor. So, but then again, to take the count, Echo Ram that they did win 2 rounds back to back. The first one a little bit more expensive than usual, so they should have a couple of cash still left in the bank, which enables them to buy some rifles on this round. Probably not the best, probably not the most perfect full buy on their end here. Did spot out Zol, a couple of members doesn't really have full armor here. Coming in, and actually 2 of them actually decide to go for the SMG to try to mitigate and find out a little bit of the skill is. But let's see whether this will pay them in full dividends. As we see aggression coming in with the SMG in hand.
Around just full set down mid, and they're gonna try it. Challenge the main area. Sweat and Black Hole, 1 each and it's just instant trades as well as soon as his teammate goes down. And this time around, Zach W, last man standing, he could find the good timing here. He spins out huge. Bit of chip damage onto Rel, but he will be dealt with. Hard to cross as well. But Rel, ooh, dangerous. Abe showing his back to an enemy here. As Zach slowly makes his way down onto that side area. Rel is staying in the wall as well. So I have to say that Echo Remnant's idea to go was good. But it felt like a now what moment. Is that question? So like mid-round, like okay, now that we've taken down mid, what are we going to do next? They didn't have the next plan on how to approach this.
Felt like they had the plan. It's just a matter of whether they can follow through with the plan. That's the problem here, because they already got the position. They already rolled in at the same time. They even had one of the members, I believe it was FaZe, covering from the high mid side as well, just in case they get flanked from the back side. But every one of those members crashing towards that B side, like you said, full sending it, just couldn't find those couldn't win out the gunfight. And that's ended up being a lot of those sweats. This is definitely going to make things a little sweaty here.
That's good because he made a turret and he didn't get tagged by that 0 point. So that means that he's able to play a little bit more aggressive because his presence hasn't been known quite yet. Just reacting off that contact zone. A long hold here, Zol. Potentially be in trouble. They have a 2-man hold. Nice crossfire as well. But they're not biting.
Oh,
they're
I love the
understanding.
buddy system.
Yeah, nice high-low as well going on from these teams. Ultimately, you're just trying to wait for that first person to get a bit more aggressive. The first person to show their hand.
I love this initiation. Just really take this nice and slow, because there's not a lot of intel for them to really play off it. So I want to see, is this a team that's been aggressive?
Oh man!
And Soul, how is this guy getting out of this kind of tight situation? Flash gets spotted out, retreats back. Amazing.
There's a lot of damage from that back as well. Guarding every single member, but Zach W and Zol punishes. Yep, they do get that equalizer at the very least. And that's a nice goal coming in from lane. Not enough though. Haven't planted quite yet. Blackwell putting in that damage, but that W is the unstoppable, immovable force on lane area from a Thrifty going huge.
Man, that is cutting it real close to some of the members as well. So they were just trying to hold it out, but they didn't really notice one player still at the side house was able to slide their way in. Sure, you denied the spike the first time, but that's pretty much going to be sending quite the alarms to some of the members here from NGR Esports in time. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't really get the spike planted out either, so no bonus credits coming in for this next buy. And now Echo Remnant intending to accelerate the feeling further. They're recon down towards the mid area to see if anyone pointed down, but they also did put down a very pointed down out in the mid area, but you still see the exact same formation with the two men towards a shot, but they want to see if they
Oh no! Who got flagged here, honestly? Not one that was severely punished for it. Zol running away for his life, and the rest of NGR Esports doing the same hold again. A high low on the south, hoping to catch someone going a bit more aggressive on the
still holding down mid. This is fantastic for the defenders as well, right? So spots no one else
very
here.
reactive. Sorry, very proactively the right
Correct.
word.
But do take the count, there are one member short here.
Who's
so
next?
Down sits at A side. B is out for the opening, but that's fine. They don't mind going to the B, taking over the member short.
They're already on the lot of damage, but not able to hold on to the angle. That fragment was massive, allows them safe passage onto that side. But as far as still, rather, a lot of usage on everything. As well. Coming online here, Rel walking up, shoots Rel in the face. Of course, full set, Ataki as well.
enemy remaining.
Even. It's enough. Bring him back into the lead.
Last player
One
standing.
equalized, but somehow Zol still falls. A flash forward, nice anti, not able to. A lot of the free fires all around here. FaZe gonna go for that fake, hoping to go for a half movement, but you can't. And Mincy is going to be able to run away with this clutch.
That was unfortunate. FaZe was hoping in trying to play the bait, but sadly he played out the act a little too long. So making our dear friend Mincy understand, okay, wait, this guy's just gonna mess around for
He just had to just buy,
I just
buy
wait
for
it out.
time, right? Yeah.
Correct, just wait it out
I
until
would
he
have
comes
loved
in.
if he just really commits to that fight, you know, makes things a little bit more less complicated.
Exactly.
But you know, there is that pressure time as well, so he had to make a choice, and that was what he wanted to do.
Yeah, but sadly he overplayed the part there, so Mincy was just able to just be really relaxed about it. Maybe if he did exactly what he said as well, then probably we'll see a different outcome here. But once again, an aggressive push, but this time a full 4-man stack on the B this time, with a lockdown on top of that.
Yeah. They decide to. Oh no! Super Salty says, you know what? Screw your lockdown. I push, I shoot. Gets one in the face, and now they move away from that side. And even then, because they're so close by, they can just retake that, go flat back into the B side. So understanding this, NGR quickly pivots onto B. They get that plant, close that door, and they can prepare for this nice post-plant situation. They have one player down mid, hoping to catch someone in the mid of this rotation from mid side. And then you can catch anyone in the lurk as well. But for the rest, 3 onto main as one singular player, the Omen, just playing on the side itself. Gonna set down those smokes as well, just to really delay that time. The 0 point will be used from both teams, finds nothing.
Deploying drone.
Spot on help. Swissy definitely saw that. He's in a very dangerous situation here. He's just gonna get choked, and Zol just sprays him to oblivion. The cloud burst buys a bit more time and space, and Zach W decides to push. 3, 4, and they are out. Cannot hold on, and I have to say the aggression coming in from Echo Remnant will be the death of them. But still, it's NGR's round.
They really set out the crossfire fantastic as well. And naturally, of course, Ray coming in with the 3K spray. He knows the whole team understands the fact that they don't mind taking one for the team. They don't mind piling bodies upon bodies. As long at the end of the day, they will succeed better and have a better part of that trade. So Ray coming in really strong with 8 kills on the block here. Sure, not a lot of rounds. With 7 rounds through here, there's still more rounds to go. But seeing how Echo Remnant has been handling this game on the attacking side as the defender, pretty not bad. But NGR Esports totally having the ball in their court.
Immediately taking down Super Salty, pushing out from mid-side area. Team the turret is doing so much heavy lifting this round, just throwing away positions and just becoming a tattletale that you don't want to have. Regardless, this time around for Echo Remnant, they're just gonna take pressure straight into those smokes, but a lot of util just disregard this, goes straight into those sites, and Wish coming from Zone finally then finds Atake, but somehow FaZe getting onto the site itself. Hunter's here to delay that plan. It does knock down Mincy, but he's still very much able to get into the game. The flash comes through here and FaZe came. He goes nuclear to bring back the round into their favor.
The Hunter's Fury is fantastic as well. After playing a few rounds, at least 8 matches now, they understand, okay, where do they like to really plant that spike. Perfectly line up exactly either behind the box or the corner, really puts them out, force them out in the opener for those lineup for those perfect sprays here. Regardless, now the scoreline is currently tied out 4-4 here. Relatively close as each team is really just popping off. It didn't really feel sure. Scoreline dictates on the side here for Echo, and then Zach is really part of with the most kills, most scores. That is exactly what we've been seeing so far. But other than that, everyone is doing their part in terms of kill leads, engagement. Good detection though. That's good so much. At least now he knows exactly where the particular player is. But same goes for Killjoy. That's 2 players that's already somewhat accountable for them here.
No way, this is crazy. Hot flash as well, and immediately the spray down coming in from 3 different areas in mid. And Zol, he's just rushing forward. Nice headshot to the face, and Zol goes big with the 4K. I have to say, I love the proactivity coming in from FaZe because he's holding down the line. He is not afraid to show his head, which pushed everyone to the mid-side area and rotate, and everyone just one single pop flash and everyone just goes down.
Soul was waiting for this moment for the longest time. I think so many times we've seen him doing this flash entries as the defender so many times that it hasn't really proved to no avail so far for him until that one round when he got the quad, flash in, goes in, finds the mark, understands roughly where they're going to be, had the crosshair preset to get those pickups here and went on an absolute tear here to slow things down for NGR. Now we're currently back with Echo Remnant back in the lead once more here, but we're slowly dwindling down Tash to the final points before the end of the first half. The battle for finish is still insane.
No way, FaZe! He decides to just go out, go ham, go crazy, gets 2, and it's massive. And I spoke too soon. NGR also answers back with their own kills. And now the silence. Zach has no clue that someone is very close. Super Salty at least is there. And now we start to see Super Salty come online. A bit late, but it's enough.
I mean, it's definitely more than enough. Everyone individual skill play is really pulling through, especially for this battle for mid control so far. Unlike the first 3 matches that we had, we rarely see the defender really try to go for those small picks or even dry picking towards that mid area. But this time it's a little bit different. Echo Remnant, they don't mind entertaining the challenge. I think after a few rounds, they managed to gauge like what's the picking battle like between the 2 teams here, and understand we don't mind challenging it and taking those picks.
And it's always that one flash coming in from Zol that's just really changing that trajectory. It's like a 1, 2, 3, flash, 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 and they're all out, just swarming. It's making it so hard for NGR to be able to take up that space. And Zol, look at that first opening, he's running down mid as though he owns this every single part of the map. He's trying to take it away from them as well. Because NGR is full sending it onto the side, which means that every single area, whether it be 3, whether it be heaven, or even main, they're gonna get crushed at. And that, my friends, is a choke, a crunch, a pincer, and it is terrifying.
They wasted no time. Echo Remnant was just full sprinting. The minute they spot out the intention coming from NGREs, but pedal to the metal, especially coming from Zol. He's already pushing halfway through mid after that initial mid skirmish as well when they got towards that A side, and they're barely at the door. The spike carrier, or at least in this case Sweats, he was just at the main before he even put one step through. The door slammed back, as the team that was currently rotating from the back line was able to meet them before they could make their intention even more clearer.
Who's next?
So well done from Echo Redmond on our last round. Last round before the switch as well. Will they be able to close down on a high note, or at least try to close up to the 7-5? Let's see whether NGR Esports gets it.
Oh man, Super Salty and Zol, great openings, one each there from two different parts of the map. We saw that Black Low had actually jumped out, get some info, and immediately TP'd back to meet with his teammates all the way. So now they have to slowly make their way into A. With Zach W, this is terrifying because it's a nice off angle he's holding as well. If they don't check Gen, it could be 2 heads popped. They have no clue how to play this. They throw out the metal as well. And it's just one singular spray that you need as well to go down, as we see gonna run away with 2. And they manage to deny that they managed to bring it to an 8-4 half at the very least. So this is massive from NGR. All they need right now is those pistols, is those anti-ecos, and they're slowly going to be able to come back.
This is not needed, and especially since they are coming up with a lineup without the Jet as well, so you don't really have that high mobility, high repositioning capabilities like what Jet usually does with their entry into the A site as well. So all they have to do is just set up the preset, the Nano Swap, have the Dark Cloud preset as well. If anyone tries to force itself in, by the way, they're working on a timer. They just have to pre-fire through the main, and that's exactly what you saw. Got the 2 kills, got the 3 kills. You get all these multi-kills here to set the pace for the final round here. And since it's the final round as well, all hands on board, all the cards has been shown. That's pretty much NGR can do for the last round. But let's see how well they fare this time when they're on the defender's side.
If not able to get that first one, the high flash forward means that all the players of NGR have to respect this waterfall push onto that site. It's super aggressive, with Super Salty playing a nice close corner. He managed to avoid the first initial shots, and he rushes forward as well. Phase K for 2, Rel, Black Low, 3 pieces taken away. And now, suddenly, Echo Remnant on the back foot, a 2v3. We see them pop heads before to equalize the numbers. But the lack of info is concerning here. Rel is very low. He's managed to sidestep the flash as well. And they tried to play together as a team. And suddenly, they gave away that space. They have nowhere to go. If they were to try to speak out, it could be dangerous. Zach W just sprayed through the smokes, finds Atake. And now he tries to go on a jump shot as well. Zach W, what the hell, buddy?
Yeah, Dark Cloud, they already knew the Dark Cloud was going to dissipate anytime soon, but they had the man advantage, the Sheriff hand. So one went in with a dart and also entry through it. So it's pretty much like a guaranteed secure for that round. But regardless, a pistol round much needed to win for NGR. Will fall short here as Echo Remnant will steal that victory away from their clutches here in that 1v2 here. Now they got a weapon advantage. They'll go all in. NGR will not attempt to go for the force buy here. Will play it safe as there's still a couple more rounds to go here. So gonna try to play their cards right. Try to possibly go for the thrifty here. As you see the aggression coming in from NGR.
They're just disrespecting the smokes! He still gets one, but Mincy answers back. It was almost a skewer kill just now. They're just pushing through all util smokes as well. They get the plant already. Full send onto the side. They made a lot of noise and presence, which pulled away a lot of rotations to mid, ultimately giving them quite a free B site. Regardless, Zach W is not shy to show his presence onto the side as well to keep them at bay. Super Salty finds Sweat, and now they're going to challenge. The pop flash is so good, and they full sended it onto main. Echo Remnant are hot, and they're looking to steamroll.
To make matters worse at the same time, we had Switzy having full control, or at least vision control, towards that middle area as well. So in other words, Echo Remnant didn't even need to think too hard on where is going to be the point of entry here. It's only going to be for one area, and that's the B main. That's why you pretty much see like Super Salty, everyone else just completely focused on crosshair towards that B main, because there's nowhere else to go. Switzy got the mid covered, and if someone does manage to pop themselves in, it's still Switzy dead. They just had to have 2 areas, doesn't matter. Single area, focused on fire, and that's pretty much the securing of their round. 10 points.
The most angle played here by Sweat, the point for him, the white switch throws him off, and Super Salty is looking to chase, disregarding the smokes, pushing through, and playing a lot more of a closer angle, catches one off guard, make it 2, and they challenge the flash from Sol is just so good, it sets him up for success. Super Salty rushing up, he went from one of the lowest frags in the first half, and just completely going all the way up to the top, super salty. Any space is his space, and a timeout comes out. NGR needs to stop this momentum.
Echo Remnant, each and every one of their members is constantly just enabling each other. If one is topping off, then the other one will probably pop on later on. But good timing with the call for the timeout as well, because this is slowly getting out of hand. It's 11-4 scoreline. We've been having so many close points, tug of war this first 3 matches. Finally in our 4th match here, NGR Esports can slowly feel their game plans, their dreams slowly slipping away from their clutches here. So calling out the timeout just to really make a good call. But this is an opportunity for Echo Remnant to really talk about a few things as well. Sure, everything has been working out for them so far, but it doesn't really hurt to really just slowly go back to the fundamentals. Because let's be honest, Echo Remnant, or at least previously Echo Esports, fundamentals so far has been absolutely solid in this game.
Yeah, honestly, it's just those phenomenal flashes coming in from Zol. The timing is good, and his flashes are just so high up. You can't really, it's really hard to predict where it's coming from as well. This guy is a pocket, pocket KO, and it's terrifying.
Which is great, right? Which is naturally why you see previously a lot of pro players who had previously played duelist role ended up switching roles to best enable them a little bit further. Some prefer the routes like KO, for example. You can flash for yourself. Same goes for every other agent that can somewhat enable him. We even see Breach also slowly being picked up from two players as well. And that new round.
Sees one, super salty, immediately taken out after his first initial pickup as well. Zol is quick to shut it down. He's not done, and he's going more and more aggressive. The more aggressive they go, the more these pistol rounds are going to be something that Black Low and the rest of NGR is looking to punish. Regardless, it's still a bad advantage for Echo Remnant. Pushing up forward, I'm not too sure if they know that Zol is close. Oh my god, Black Low! Equalize the numbers. Swissy says that's enough, shuts him down. But still, no clue where the final player is. Sweats running for his life. The only thing he has in hand right now is just that one singular stinger. Yeah, you can make it work, but his presence is noted, and AC is quick to react.
I understand what he was trying to go for as well. Trying to go for the exit kill. Could be also a nice upgrade because there was also a rifle dropped down before it, so either one or two was somewhat viable. But everyone was just pretty tight with their angles. Despite being a 1v2, despite knowing that the round was pretty much in their hands as well, they're still not gonna cut any corners at all. Just really they're going to stick to the fundamentals, make sure everything is in perfect synergy, just like a well-oiled machine here. That's Echo Remnant, ladies and gentlemen.
Zach
right
W
now.
is huge, honestly. Think about it. W for Zach W means win. And this
Get out of my way!
Just full setting and the rest of us ever. When he plays that close, he's super salty. He's aggressive. Yes, nice, and he knows he can shoot, but Atake wants to deny that. Sits him down as well. It goes for Sweat. Zach W answers. Black Low as well. It's a tug of war on mid side here. It's not going to be the easiest to get that spike. No clue who's holding as well. And Black Low has been phenomenal when it comes to those headshots. They do manage to retrieve that spike. It's still a 2-on-3. We've seen many situations where the team on the back foot was able to isolate fights and come out in the end. But they do their due diligence, close the door. And instead of going straight onto the side, they decide to go and fight down along as well. And you don't have to worry at all because Black Low and Atake, they are on the case.
Now NGR, after the timeout, they had a really good time to go. For that few minutes, they had a really good time to go back and review back to the drawing board. What are the mistakes we're doing? How can we address this? How can we really mitigate some of this damage to try to work in our favor? And I think that time really worked out for them because in the last one, sure, they're losing. They did lose a couple of members, a few times, but other than that, they were able to address the aggression. They played at the back as I played really close angles, especially particularly towards market area. This time they're no longer picking mid. Now they're waiting for them to push into market where they have the crosses presets. They got the pick, they won out the gunplay, that's great. A fresh
Now command, and here comes Black Low getting to. He decides to meet them at the door, and he gives them a warm welcome. Gives the guests a seat. They want to win this round. It's so important for NGR to be able to win this. Their buys are just not in the greatest situations either. Decides to just play a little bit more aggressive here, Zol. Nice later, I would say, knife as well to just really take away that utility in hand. Rel should spot out Zol, and Rel plays a bit more close. Zol is just becoming the guy to take away the info, and still he fights them, shoots them in the face, drops his gun. FaZe K, his timing could be massive here. Coming in from tree. Jump shot forward. Oh no! Falls down. But still, with the amount of utility forward here, the flashes, he tries to challenge, but time is just not on his side. He can try and go for a half. No, he can't because the Hunter's Fury is there. At this point, what can you do? Maybe just a one-on-one knife fight. And Echo Remnant take it away. A close match in the first half, but 13-5 to end it all. Zol becoming one of the heavy hitters for the team, but everyone else could be set the same.
What a round itself. But of course, then again, at the same time, this also means this is the end for NGR Esports. Run NGR Esports, thank you so much for participating in this fantastic tournament as well. Hope you guys had a really great time here. Because let's be honest, making up, because we have our top 64 teams heading out all the way to our top 16, so it is not an easy route here with the as it is a series of best of one.
Yeah. Anyways, that will be the end for our top 64. After this, we're going to go to our top 32. So we're going to be going to Bind. So we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. This is the OneOne Valorant Tournament 2025. We'll see you very soon.
As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. over flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here over at the OneOne Valorant Tournament 2025. I'm Tashman alongside Leonard. I remembered what you told me.
Oh, it's easier, you know. It makes things easier for you. You know?
Yeah, but it's gonna be an adjustment, and also we'll talk about adjustments. We're gonna be looking at our second map in the top 32.
Oh,
It's going to be Bind, and this is gonna be a big shift from many of these teams. Now we're gonna be looking at Puchal and Friends against IM, and interestingly enough, Puchal and Friends, we saw them playing earlier in the earlier stream
Very
where
good
they
highlight,
won
yeah.
against NTG in an epic comeback, 13-11,
Yep.
and also IM, which is potentially gonna be their first match of the day, getting a bye into the top 32.
Yeah, this is also going to be a really interesting one as well. Puchal and Friends, let's be honest. First half, 93 scoreline, but you know, naturally, as we also suspected as well, it's still relatively early for for gamers in particular as well on the Saturday. Pretty hard to wake up on the weekends, but you know, once these guys really come online, that's when you start seeing them with this reverse sweep, right?
Yeah.
So coming in with the finish. I'm in particular definitely going to be having a really good time. I saw the team list as well. None that I particularly recognize in particular, but this is still also going to be a really great opportunity as they go head to head with one of the best or most well-known ex-VCT players, professional players in the city. So this is
Yeah.
going to be a good learning moment for them. But if they succumb them, that's going to be a little bit of a different story here,
Right.
as we are also at the same time trying to look for some new hidden monsters or hidden gems. You call them gems. I'm looking for monsters because you don't win games by pouring them a cup of tea. No, you shoot your way to the top, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's interesting enough, I think I want to talk about team momentum just a little bit
Yep.
here. I think toward the second half was when Puchal and Friends came online. And most importantly, I think I had a conversation for a little while with Mickey as well as Toggle as well about
Really
like,
fun
you know,
guy, by
yeah,
the way.
very cool people, about what it is that happened, because I told them that, you know, watching that game was very anxiety inducing, especially that 9-3 half, and they were able to just really come back brick by brick, which is so
Yep.
important. And they said that they didn't really have that momentum. It is, after all, the first game of the day, which is why BO1s are very brutal for many of these
It
teams,
is.
especially
It really
if it's
is.
the first debut map. Now, interesting enough, because Puchal and Friends had played that first game earlier, this would have probably warmed them up. The momentum definitely on their hands high from the W they had earlier. The question is whether or not this would still apply to IM. This is going to be their first game.
True, but at the same time, we are looking at our clock as well. By the way, we are currently broadcasting all the way here from the beautiful country of Malaysia here as well. Here, so relatively now it's around 4 p.m. in the afternoon as well. So sure, are they as warm up compared to Puchal and Friends, or at least some of the teams that's currently making their way into the top 32 after the top 64? I'm not too sure, because I believe it works a little bit different for some players. Some prefer a really fresh game sometime in the afternoon when they are wide awake, coffee's kicking in and everything,
Yeah.
and some prefer going a couple of rounds, playing a couple of games, get the feelings, get the game sense online,
I
then
mean-
jump into the hot streaks here.
I mean, we can bring it back to Masters Toronto, where every
Ooh.
single one
Now we're going
of
with the big titles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
all
the
right.
first seed teams got eliminated through the teams that went through that Swiss.
True.
Right? That lower that momentum, that those game momentums that you had earlier definitely does snowball. It gives you those traps, it gives you it shakes off all of those pre-game jitters. Now that, especially since many of these teams as well, this might be their first time on broadcast. Would it be an added pressure for these teams as well?
Well, pressure or not, it does comes with the job as well, since especially a lot of this team aspiring to be future Valorant esports players as well. It's not just that. Don't forget to take into account, although currently most of our matches is currently best of one, when you get to the real thing, when things are starting to have best of threes instead of best of one, then the game suddenly becomes no longer a sprint, but rather a marathon, as you have to try to really have really strong endurance and stamina to keep up, to be consistent with your performances throughout the game. And speaking of which, let's quickly jump into our best of one for our top 32 is IM versus Puchal and Friends. And of course, Puchal and Friends, they will be on the offensive for this round.
Loaded as well, and a quick push onto the side as Ma Baoshan coming in from those TP. The backside cleared already, a bit of a whiff, but North Swordsman, what a clear onto that backside. Pure Volcano coming through as well. But the positionings of Puchal and friends are just so overwhelming, coming in as a 2, as a 3, holding on 3, 4 different angles. Puchal in a very compromising position. He does not, or is not able to hold on. Mickey's also rendered very low as well, but you always have Ovine Hall to be able to come out huge. Pistols falling into the hands of Puchal and friends, and they're looking to continue the streak.
Strong first start, definitely expected from Puchal and friends with the boundless experience that they have as well. And don't forget, we are going to for our top 32 matches. If you guys actually noticed as well why our top 64 was primarily just one match without any map veto, well, pretty much we really did the veto here. So for all the top 64s, it was going to be the map of Ascent, whereas for our top 32 will be the map of Vine, a very classic map. But you know, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the giveaway here. So this is the chance. Screenshot with this giveaway, the one which I was talking about a lot earlier. This is the one. Screenshot this scene first. I'll explain it a little bit more later on. But action is here. Tosh, let's quickly get back to the second round.
Quick onto that side, North Swordsman as well. Just jumping up like a rabbit with that judge. Has done phenomenal, irreversible damage. Cannot hold. What are they gonna do here? Because Toggle is looking to punish! Swinging in and out of the smokes as well. He gets a 4 for his troubles.
Flawless, fast, swift. This is exactly what you intend to expect on the map of Vine with
I really
Raze.
want to talk more about Toggle, about how his first game went here. That first half was rough on him. He went to the half like 4 eliminations only, woke up second half, and now coming into this game, he is wide awake. And I have to say, that momentum that we talked about, that pre-game, very much there for Puchal and Fuens.
I mean, it's not just Toggle, right? We even have others, other duelists or new duelists at the time, even when Enigma Gaming Exam was making his debut at the same time. Everyone following and aspiring from one of the well-known duelists that we have in the NYSE scene, Forsaken in particular, as he was also really active, fast, and most importantly, on an absolute killing spree. And I believe Toggle is going to be following damage soon.
Bitten Pools just put to fight Toggle, so it's the anti-fragment down and out, and now their aggression is just slowed down. But it's not going to be stopping Puchal and Fuens, though. They have a different idea on how exactly they wanted to flood into the site itself. 015 holding a white hall, completely obliterated alongside Maya Baoshan for 1 each. 015, he's not done. He's on a rampage right now. North Swordsman's gonna try to equalize, but it's still a 1v5. Not gonna be the easiest here. Now rushes up forward. Now Mai Baoshan quickly takes him down.
And now it's a different story here. Now I am this time with the pistol. Now it's pretty much round 3, the rifle round. Everyone's coming in with full visor, all on the line, playing with those angles, and naturally the defenders, after experiencing the aggression coming from Puchal and friends, now they're setting themselves up, setting the crosshair, particularly where Toggle is going to be landing when he blasts back into the side here. All really playing close, having a really solid buddy system to try to interact, or at least try to go for a better trade for themselves. And so even if they were to fall from the first initial trade, they have a teammate at least to try to follow up with it, to equalize the yards here. Anyways, currently round 4 here. They've been going with a little bit of a split push this time to see if any aggression coming from IM, but that's not going to be happening anytime soon as they play really nice, tight, and close.
Immediately the follow-up after that big prowler is also a flash, which means that Mai Baoshan will fall. Overstayed his welcome there onto that peak as Toggle makes his presence known into the hookah area. Pure Volcano looking to swing, but Toggle, I think, is just waiting for that right possible time to find him in the end. That smoke could give him a bit more space to work with. Could go explosive to that side. They have the C's sent out as well. Still out here comes Toggle with to get out to the side as well. So here's that one corner and straight to go for another. A nice cross done as well. Just relay off info to one another. As Puchal rush up forward here, should be able to get away with murder if he decides to swing. Heard the sound of the sprays and the reload as well. And 3-man push here. Good for 1, but not more than that. 015, you chose wrong. You chose the wrong Yoru.
Really well done from Puchal and friends. But I want to actually highlight a positioning, or at least a read or adaptation coming from one of the 2 members of IM, right? The minute they heard the blast pack, right, instantly you see the reaction coming from both Volcano and Bitten Cool. Realigning, they know exactly where They know exactly where Toggle's gonna land. I love how the reaction, the adaptation for it to react to it. Unfortunately, the gunplay just wasn't really winning out in their favor this time. But they already got the rough idea. They're just trying to get into the motion, and once they finally do, then Toggle really needs to try to figure out how do we want to play this. Because if two players are spotting him at the same time, it's too much of an angle of a sort of swing for him to handle for this. But for now, Pachal and friends currently in the lead, not too far apart. But Pachal and friends intends to escalate this even further.
Oh no, Jumanji. Swong got caught by 3 different guns. And now here comes Nightfall. Util dumps, Prowlers as well sent out, and a lot of respect given to Pachal Fuentes, and they decide to play for the retake instead. All eyes onto short, but then they know that Toggle is already straight into blue hall, and I have to say this is a very, very fast round. It's aggressive and it's huge, and I have to say the way they're playing is just so explosive, which makes it so hard for IM to be able to play that retake, because any space that's given away all the way to backside, they decide to just rush up forward.
And it's such as this contact plays that's really keeping IM in a really tough spot, because they're not so used to just playing that close with these kind of players, who's being so explosive, being so bold and aggressive at the same time. They thought they're going to be having this mid-range battle, but that's not really the case here for Pachal and friend. It's really nice to keep things tight for themselves here, really putting IM in quite a precarious spot for themselves here. But this time, gonna switch things up. Pachal and friend keeping their ideas not too similar, not the same tactics every single time. This is not going to be playing towards the B, but they actually can try to go for a quick swing towards that A long side anytime soon, as they do have the teleporter. Let's see how much utilities they're going to be able to expend before that happens.
Who's next?
Quietly, they're just waiting for a North Swordsman to be able to just ping out the positions of every single one of these members. And because of the util coming up in the paint, it's just so disgusting. They're just able to play off that as well. Toggle, aggressive. Not only is he already in the CT side as well, he also had the shorty in hand. But one of the players here, the Rays, is able to at least equalize. The nice swing to come out as well. But for the other members of Pachal Fuentes, decide to play crossfire holes, which means that depends on how exactly they want to play this retake. It could be disastrous.
Enemy
But Vidal finds one, he goes for 2 more. He challenges the Rays Nate, and he is handsomely rewarded for it.
That round was so nasty. Tash, I'm not sure whether you noticed this as well. As they were making their way and positioning themselves to go for the entry engagement as well, Dimensional Rift comes in to really force one of the members to force all the way to the back and side. But this also allows it to really prep themselves just in case our different Pachal, or at least Toggle in this case, will to be blast packing into the back and side. But here's the problem. That never happened. Dimensional Rift comes in with the Yoru, he goes for the flash, and they never heard the blast back at all. So Toggle was just literally just walking his way into the back and side on top of the containers and having all the hits that he can ever play with the entire time. Although yes, the skills, all the kills are still picked up by their teammate Fade. But other than that, still well done.
Anyways, guys, for you guys who are watching right now, don't forget the giveaway is now going on for you guys who are currently watching the stream. Screenshot the live stream and WhatsApp it to the number on the screen to be able to claim 5 OOC. To find out more, you can check out the OneOne website to know more on how much 5 OOC can give you.
By the way, the number, if anyone wants to know for now, while the timer is still active for us, the number is 013-612-2100. I'm going to repeat that one more time. It is 013-612-2100. Screenshot this giveaway, this current stream with the giveaway code that's currently at the bottom right here in any of the 3 live streams, and that's being both YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook here. WhatsApp to the number that I mentioned and stand a chance to win that 5 OOC, which is of course, by the way, equivalent to 42 Mobile Legends Diamonds or 60 Genshin Impact Crystals, 80 Honor of Kingston, and much more. To find out more, go straight to the website of OneOne.
Slower approach this time around for Pachal and Fuentes. That timeout is definitely a different perspective for this team as well here. They know that Sova is already backside. The answer back is just to wait a bit more, but the skill volcano is massive. But the Hunter's Fury should slow things down here. Toggle still able to get one with the showstopper, and North Swordsman to just break into the defense, unafraid at all. 2 members of IM knocked down already, and the presence noted just because they decided to swap those weapons. Smoke dissipates here, nice off angle as well. But the smokes should keep them at bay. Pachal watching in from halls, and it gives a bit more space for North Swordsman to play a little bit more fast forward. And because of that as well, they do have the key. They cross forward. It should give a bit of an idea on where exactly they want to go. Tagged out one, no clue that the other is inside the area. My Bao Xian, what are you gonna do here? You're playing very, very close. You're flashed out in the face. You're shot as well. And it's no contention that space because Puchal and Fuens, they are looking to deny and they're looking to speed up forward.
Confidence is all-time sky high currently for the side of Puchal and friends. Completely online, warmed up as well. What's really interesting as well, because they had the Dark Cloud being preset for themselves before all, they prepped themselves to engage into the side. What really happened was a pre-fire being well play coming from IM instantly removes away open hall here. But Puchal and friends, they just know for a fact we lost our initiator.
Time for a
There's no reason to fall back. We have superior firepower. We're already in position as well. We just crash upon them as well. Keep this tight and close to the contact play, and they still take out the win. And they found great success with it. So only losing one member alone in that last round.
Nightfall falls. Swordsman, oh my god, he rushes
Denied.
this onto the side and just punishes with toggle all the way in the backside. A shorty kill to his name. And quick to just go and gate crash away. Leaving
Spike
Jumanji
planted.
and his teammates questioning
player
what
standing.
the heck happened.
What will happen? Magic happened. But of course, with that being said, there goes no swordsman, but they will able to end of the round with just one member lost. The bank is looking exceptionally well here for Puchal and Friends Heart. It is absolute skyrocketing. They barely lose 1 or 2 members in each or all of this confrontation as well here. So look at the economy. It is literally skyrocketing. Particularly for Mickey, since naturally he's also going to be the post-plan situation, playing the Brimstone, and of
He has
course
8
with the setup with
assists.
smoke.
Holy crap.
I mean, yeah, he's the guy that's going to be setting up all your smokes post-plan as well with an incinerary if needed. But still, 8,600. He's probably the guy that has the highest survivability at this point in the game.
Now, immediately that power is by 1. And the answer back to this is just send it forward. Move together with the Prowler. Rush up for 2. Toggle is online, ladies and gentlemen. I am trying to at least do
One
something
enemy
about it.
remaining.
Wall bang to infinity. What can you do against an avalanche, honestly?
Yeah, you can't stop an avalanche. You can't stop a natural disaster. All you can do is just back away and run for your lives at this point, Tosh.
Puchal gonna try and hunt away for Jumanji here. They doesn't have any guns or names. Maybe take away or gonna choose to just equalize the numbers. No. Just send it up forward here. I am not having that early game, probably just really throwing them off. Bit of pressure coming to them as well, compared to Puchal and Friends, who are a little bit more warmed up. High of that W they had in the previous match.
But at the same time, Tosh, it's really good that we're currently walking down memory lane here. Like, we rarely see maps like Binds anymore inside the competitive scene. It's not as popular, at least in this case, on some of the round. I don't think it's currently in the pool, right? Bind as well. So good to see it coming back into the tournament as well. We also get to see like really nice classic lineups compared with the Brimstone and Raze. Fate has always been a really nice agent to pair alongside. It's really great synergy to play with Raze on this map.
Puchal is not afraid to make his presence known there. On to 8. Pulls away the rotations from the side, which means that for Puchal and Fuens, this map is available to them for free. And North Swordsmen want to take away a lot more space, denying them access into halls. But for IM, they're trying a different approach for this retake here. They're going to come in straight from hookah, and that's a choke. It's not going to be the easiest entry onto the site itself. And it's rough. They're smoked off as well. The util dumps are abound. And the rest of the team are just happy to go a bit more aggressive there. But positions have been known. They check from Mickey. Mickey has definitely heard the footsteps. Holding on here close. They don't check the corner. And will easily go down. Trying to just burst their way onto that side. Immediately they jump and blast back forward here. A 3-way hold. And it's a meat grinder in that post plant.
Who's got this snap?
9 points to Puchal and Friends' name. A different look for this team compared to this morning.
It's straight up. This is the power of information is power, Tasha. The power of gathering information, right? You got someone rechecking towards spawn area. You know for the fact that no one's going to be coming in. To make matters even worse, you have Mickey that was able to cut off the lone lurker that was going to be flanking from B long side. So the only point of entry would have been a hookah here. All they have to just really need to try is to mitigate how they want to convert that kill on their opponent raise for themselves, and they handle it perfectly. So the rest of the team jumped out at the same time. It's nice, but they're too
That's
for him.
exactly what they needed. That early aggression just really dwindled down the numbers, and without Toggle, that's a lot of their firepower really stepped out. In the smokes as well, 015 waits like a rat, and he will be rewarded for it, finding 2. Jumanji falls, so at the very least the site should be fairly trap-free for now. But instead of going super aggressively onto that B side, they decide to go, you know what, let's try and go for a fake off. Let's try and fake them into a rotation and dwindle down numbers. But 015 is just unmoved, waits for Puchal, and he's winning these isolated 1v1s before finally being taken down by North Swordsman. The other 2 is very much there and waiting, smoked off as well. Has access to the spike. Could potentially go for an A hit if you want. It's still, regardless, a 2v3. Very much winnable by Puchal and friends, but it's not going to be the easiest, especially since one of their members are just so low right now. And a lot of the members of IM are just not biting into the idea that it might be a rotation. They're being very, very diligent, leaving one of the members in between the sites itself for those quick pivots.
Still got a lot of time to work with. 26 seconds, more than enough time to take a teleport and get towards that A side. But
hand.
Want to go fast, but it seems like they really want to take the teleporter. They really want to take this fight for this B side.
I'm pretty sure that Pure Volcano saw that gun barrel. I'm pretty sure he did. So he's just going to tuck himself into that corner with 10 seconds to go here. What are you going to do?
10 seconds left.
Mickey goes for the plant. Spots out one. Mickey rendered very low, but thankfully North Swordsman is there to make sure that CJ side is in their favor. For Beaten Cool, he's fairly healthy. He has a Bulldog in hand, but the other 2 members of Puchal and Fuens, understanding that they're very low, decides to play a little bit more far off the site itself. They have a nice pizza formation as well. It is planted for both Hookah and Long. Goes through a smoke. Tries to find that timing. As soon as the tap comes up, he knows exactly that Beaten Cool is somewhere in that smoke itself. And North Swordsman wants to try and go a bit more aggressive. A flash to come out, and immediately Mickey strikes like a viper.
Despite losing their initial entry fire, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're down in firepower. Every member of Puchal and friends is an absolute threat here. Really tackling the problem one step at a time here. But naturally, of course, this kind of tactics in this 2v3 only works out in one. You're isolating a lot of these members, which particularly it was an isolation. Im only had one player playing between the spawn area, just getting ready for quick movements and rotation for reinforcement. But more importantly, the most important thing is winning out those gunfights, which naturally for Mickey is pretty much like every day in the office for him in this kind of tight situation. He lives on the drill.
I am so excited to see how exactly Toggle is moving. He moves in tandem with the Prowlers. The flash is good. It gives a big advantage to Puchal. And just gonna hop to
the gun barrel.
the judge. And he doesn't care. That's an upgrade as well. Here comes the showstopper straight to the ground.
Barely misses him.
Volcano challenges and he wins it. North Swordsman and Jumanji trade 1 each. The lockdown goes down here, but Ovid Hall understood, easy to break, very out there in the open. And the Nightfall will come out as well. The lack of information and the sound as well means Puchal comes out with a knife, not like this!
Oh, okay,
but Jumanji was very much ready for it. Timmy and Tara doing due diligence to help him stay alive right now. But what can you do in a 1v2? He's tagged up as well. They're just toying with him at this point. Oh, Jumanji is probably terrified for his life. Not like this, guys. End his misery, please.
Yeah, there he goes. Then more than enough time to get out from the bomb raiders. So actually, unfortunately not for Mickey, but you know that's totally fine. Puchal and friends, 11-1 scoreline, a very dominating league here, quite the surmountable mountain to surpass here over the side for IM. If anything, if they have any tricks left in their hats, it's pretty much now. If not, this is going to be the end of their run here in the top 32.
No. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah,
we could see a potentially Fnatic comeback or a Team Liquid almost comeback.
True.
So, you know, anything can happen. Not saying anything.
I love the positivity, but I'm going to stick with stats here.
That's crazy.
And you know me, I'm always the guy with the PMA attitude here. But hey, man, it's Puchal and friends. The performances they've been showing so far has been absolutely outstanding. I'm going to go with stats.
They're trying a more aggressive approach. And what the heck, Doggo?
Is he going to go for the knife?
Bit too aggressive here. Ovenhall good for one. They do go for the trade back at the very least. I'm quite surprised they decide to follow up the C's nade combo with a human body as well. But you know what? Every man for himself, I guess. And now this time around, Mickey, nice spike dwindles down the number at the very least. It's still a 3-on-3. Smoked off as well. The smoke does dissipate for the rest of the teammates. Who's attack and who's defense? That's the question right now. Sends out the paranoia, but they are undeterred. They know exactly where one is. Right click to the face. No, but a big swing out from Mickey makes sure that they get the second pistol for this Vine map. Brings them to match points.
I love the bonus coming from Smoggle as well. Especially since, you know, you have such a substantial lead, you're able to gauge your opponent at the same time. If I was in this position as well, I would also just double down, try to go in for bigger. There's really nothing much you can lose here in this pistol run. Especially so, and plus at the same time, he's also had full faith in his teammates to really cover him, even if he were to fall relatively that early. We saw that in the previous round as well in that 2v through. I would be surprised to see that in that previous round at the same time. So either way, now it's match points. This could beat the round unless Im decides to turn things around and bring it back for themselves. But sadly, because this is match point task, this is the potentially the last round, Im has no choice but to go for a force fight.
Oh no, they sent it out aggressively and Putel immediately punches. But managed to run away with two with that judge. Ovenhall in the back foot. Jumanji wins it out with the Aries. And now it's a 1v1 here. You know exactly where Jumanji is. Mickey just toying and just buying time. And there it is, a 13-1 win. Puchal and Fuens looking hot right now. Moves on to the next stage.
I am very satisfied with particularly Mickey's performances so far. Sure,
Mickey has been very consistent for the entirety of today.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sure, Toggle, Pachal, definitely, and the rest of the team is all popping up with the amount of kills. But I'm always the kind of guy that doesn't look at the person with the highest kill feed. I'm always looking at the guy who's really enabling his team here. Mickey playing that controller, a dedicated smoker, by the way. We had a few types of smokers that's currently in the field, but with the dedicated smoker, like the Brimstone, perfectly for Bind, setting up it for his team, I think you did a really great job.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's really important right now for Mickey, especially because he can frag, he can shoot. It's just a matter of when he needs to. He's doing a great job of doing so, and most importantly as well, Ovenhall with that fade. You know, the recons have been phenomenal. It's just really set up Toggle for so much success. But anyways, that will be the end of our first bind map for the day. After this, one final bind before we go on to the next day tomorrow. So we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. This is the OneOne Valorant Tournament 2025.
As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you as long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as king doesn't overflank. Oh my flank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you lost it. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you lost it. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. He's gotta go! Oh my God, you lost it. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game.
Now here at the final game of the day, we're looking at Bind. One last time for our top 32 for the day as well. But before we get into that, hi everyone, I'm Tashman alongside Leonard Yolo Lee. The full government name there. And this is the OneOne Valorant Tournament 2025. And OneOne, if you guys don't know, is a top-up website where you're able to get in-game credits for your favorite games such as Valorant, Genshin Impact, and so much more. Now, coming back to the game, we're going to be looking at Soy Thai versus Karma Bros. If you guys are not aware, Soy Thai is one of the I would say the more known MYSG teams. He has played in Challengers MYSG, and now some of the teams, half the team has already been acquired by recently, I would say, strong team that's been signed by Ignite in Singapore.
Yeah, it's actually a really great opportunity for them, so particularly for both Ascent and Persona 11 here.
Yeah.
Although, sure, this tournament is allowing to, I guess you could say, a little bit of a reunion for a couple of these guys as they bring back not the exact same roster from Breakpoint Split 1 or some of the Vortex tournament that Sota has been participating in the past here. Naturally, rosters has been shifting once in a while here, but I was glad to see back both Heart, Adept, Ascent, and Persona 11 going back to back head to head with each other once more here. Which then again also doesn't really brings up the question on what's going to be the synergy like for these guys, because they have been playing for each other for quite a while in multiple tournaments. But is it the same roster or not? They are very familiar with each other, so I'm not too worried about their synergy yet. But what about their current opponents, which is currently Karma Boys?
Yeah, and I think for Karma Bros,
Karma Bros.
Yeah, Karma Bros. I don't
boys,
think I've heard of these teams before. We have Naughty Karma, Bad Karma, Cute Karma, Good Karma, Burpee Boy, and King Karma.
Feels like a very
Burpee Boy, come on!
feels like a very Nirvana team.
Why
very
are,
at peace.
no, Burpee Boy is not part of that. Where is Burpee Karma, man? Come on now.
You know, all this talk tends to gas up sometimes, so I
Yeah.
guess he plays the role on releasing.
okay. So I'm gonna need to stop you there.
Alright.
But again, yeah, the expectations are incredibly high. Soy Thai, back when they used to play together before the acquirement of two of their players into Ignite, they've been one of the, I would say, hard-hitting, big impact teams that's been giving a lot of teams hell in the Challengers MYSG circuit. And I am super excited to see them come back. They are a very aggressive team. And I think one thing I like about them is just how calculative they can be. And I think this is also, you know, a sentiment that's echoed throughout the entirety of the Singapore region when it comes to Valorant.
Yep.
It's very execution heavy. It's very, you know, strat heavy as well.
Yeah, it's very methodical thinking coming from them. So I think that's something particularly unique for our APAC regions, right? Because like if you look into the Valorant scene as a whole internationally, right, you have the NAEU team, which is pretty much all brawl, pretty much a fan favorite for the crowd. You go towards the Asian countries like Korea for particular, very methodical, very calculated. But when we come to APAC, you got a really nice mix here because we're constantly learning, we're constantly picking up tricks from the other teams and trying to incorporate into our own to make it our own strat, which is pretty much why we see teams really finding a little bit of uniqueness in some of the players here. I still think APAC has, not just MYSG, APAC as a whole, has a lot of great talent. Just matter of putting the right pieces into the right puzzle, which is why I'm very thankful for OneOne for hosting such an amazing tournament for our MYSG players, returning and new to able to have an experience with one another as they go head to each other for that final grand prize.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to be able to see this as well. I think, you know, we wanted to see a close match. I think, what do you call it? A Nice Try Gaming really showed itself this morning against Pachal and friends. That's really managed to pleasantly surprise me. You know, it's always really excited to be able to see. I mean, for me, I think, you know, I'm doing a lot more for challengers side of things from MYSG all the way to, you know, to Challenger Southeast Asia. I rarely get to see these hidden gems community side as well. So this is a great new perspective for me to see where exactly MYSG stands in the current meta, in the current scene as well.
Yep. I mean, we're still growing up here and there, but you know that's the interesting thing, right? Because whether it's hidden gems or new monsters coming out of the woods here, every pro player that we know up to date currently, whether it's from NYC, APAC, or even from the other international region as well, everyone started from somewhere. Everyone just needed a beginning and needed a chance. They really have a chance to soar throughout the skies. Just like recently, Paper X, by the way, congratulations if any of you are watching as well, any Paper X members, congratulations for getting
on the
championship.
train, choo-choo, homies.
On the Toronto, oh yes!
Track
Finally.
by track.
Very happy for Divine and Jing. Very happy for those two in particular. They've been on this road for quite a while with each other.
Yeah, you know, I think it's great as well because, you know, when we come into that playbook as well, I think, you know, it's very different. We look at APAC. EU is very slow style play. Not my favorite, if I'm being real. I'm just too used to the APAC W gaming. So that's the thing. America is a little bit more execution heavy, and, you know,
Brawl,
this aggression you can only find here as well. So, you know, again, it is very fun to be seeing that. I think we see glimpses of it, especially from Singapore region. So I have high hopes for this particular team, especially as we know, you know, they have some of the most insane rosters so far when you talk about Soy Thai, right?
Yep.
Who are we looking at here right now? Let's see. Here we go. We're looking at Heart. I think I haven't seen Heart play since, I don't know, a year or two ago as well. Adept, Esmond and Persona, the two players has been, you know, brought into Ignite. Insane aimers, by the way. So it's really scary to really peak them as well. Susei, as well as Holox, or Hocox as we know.
Yeah.
The one Malaysian in that team, I believe. So that is also something to talk about as well, to see what exactly is going on behind the scenes for that particular roster. Regardless, we're still waiting for the players to ready up to get into that game.
True.
So we apologize for this very long intermission. Please do not yell caster start game. I don't have the start game button. It's not with you guys.
We have no powers. It's merely for the players.
No, I'm sorry. Actually, it is Leonard.
What does it have to do with me?
He actually left the start button at home.
Left us.
He left it at home. I'm sorry, guys. So
that's so cool, right? The kind of superpower to control the minds of human beings across the region. Yes, start now, stop now. That's a fantastic power.
Okay, but anyways,
I love
while
that
we're on
power.
the topic here on the desk, remember, guys, there is a giveaway going on right now. There we go. Watch the live stream to be able to win yourselves 500C. You can see what 500C stands for at the bottom there. Either 6 crystals on Genshin Impact, 42 diamonds on MLBB, or 80 tokens on HOK. And what you gotta do is so easy. All you have to do is tune into the live stream, take a screenshot of the live stream, and message to OneOne with your email that is associated to your OneOne account, and get your delivery of the 500C pin on the account itself. If you guys want to know the number, Leonard, take it away.
Yeah, by the way, the number, just to remind you guys, just to take it account or repeat twice, the number is 013-612-2100. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. 013-612-2100. That's the number you guys have to actually message your OneOne email alongside with the screenshot that's going to be showcasing in the live stream. By the way, it's not that hard to miss. It's not going to prompt out anytime soon like a one-time thing. Don't worry, it's going to be shot throughout the entire match. So the minute you spot it, I believe it's going to be a lower graphic at the bottom right corner. The minute you see it, take a screenshot, and that's all you gotta do. If you're wondering what's that for that 5 OneOne currency point is worth, practically like what Taz said, you can see on the screen, 60 crystals. I believe that is 60 Genshin Impact crystal, 42 Mobile Legend diamonds, and also following up with 80 Honor of King tokens, and many more here.
Yeah.
If you want to find a little bit more, go to the website here.
Yeah, anyways, we are going to be seeing a different team playing right now instead of the Soy Thai that we have been hyping up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed, but
I'm
it's okay.
saddened.
We might be seeing another team. It's going to be called Tiny Black Cat versus Fish
Fish
Cakes.
Cakes.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a look here at the team itself to see what exactly is going on and what we can expect as well here. Tiny Black Cat, we're going to be looking at John Wick, Proper Ducky, Punk Princess, Oopie Goopy, as well as Igris. Ooh, Igris, love that.
Oh yes, I'm a big fan of that. I love the sound of it too. Fish King in particular here, we have Fans, Minsky, ideally a very unique name. Number 1, Shiun So Fan, Jax OP, Japar, and the second row of the keyboard here, ASDF, yada yada yada.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, this is 2 teams that I am not particularly, I would say, acquainted with or
Familiar with,
yeah,
understandable.
familiar with. So this is gonna be a whole new ballpark to see how exactly this game is going to go.
But this is what we expected as well at the same time, right? Where we casted this tournament, we were already expected to see returning ex players, or at the same time, new potential team that's coming into the mix. So sure, whether do they have the fundamentals of skill to keep themselves into the as they climb up the ladder is definitely a little bit of a different story. Because currently we are in our top 32 here. So these 2 teams just came out from their top 64 matches as well. So
Yeah.
sure, it is a best of 1. Not a lot of intel to really work with as well on their credibility or how strong they are in 1 matches. But with that being said, I just gotta call for production. Taj, the long wait is over as we finally jump into our final best of 1 of the day here for day number 1 of the OneOne Valorant tournament. It's Fish Cake versus Tiny Black Cats, and naturally it's gonna be Tiny Black Cats going to be the team on the hunt as they start things off.
Yeah, then if you look at Tiny Black Cat, they won against by 6 earlier, which means that they had a free entry onto the top 36. And the same could be said about Fish Cake. So this is both these teams, their first match into this tournament itself. So
Oh,
both
that makes
teams,
this interesting. Okay.
yeah, so both teams are going to be fairly fresh, if you ask me, as they start this one as well. And I think based on crosshair placement, I have an idea, that this is not the most, I would say, experienced team. So it is going to be a treat to be seeing a different style of play from different ranks as well, compared to the usual high elo style play that we're very, very used to.
Well, we're back to the basics, ladies
Yeah,
and
back to the
gentlemen.
basics. Yeah, I think
Where-
it's also very fun when you think about it, because you bring back and you start to see these very what's the word, unorthodox style plays come through instead of the heavy set play.
High stake, well placement,
Yeah.
rush in, contact plays.
Yeah.
No, it's great to just slowly tone things back a bit, right? But of course, by the way, just to let you guys know, if you notice at the bottom right corner, as I mentioned, that's actually the giveaway graphic which I was talking about. So as long as you screenshot this from any of your live stream platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, screenshot it, send it to the number that I mentioned earlier, which I'll repeat later on towards the game. Other than that, we're finally back at it. It's going to be relatively exciting. Fine once more. Really going back to memory lane here. And both with respectively similar lineup here. Except with the difference of... Yeah, actually, straight up mirror matches. Alright.
Yep. Let's be a bit more aggressive here on the defense. Oh, timing is the bane of his existence. Wow, timing is so huge here. And topup despite the timing, great to find out Misty as well. But the keyboard smash bro, as well as his teammates gonna fall one by one. Topup Princess putting in the numbers, and he's fairly low as well. But that crowd throws off the crosshair, and now we're in a 1v4 as
ace
Japar
denied.
finally kind of like equalized just a little bit, cannot do more than that. The pistol taken away by Tiny Black Cat.
definitely a lot more passive than what we've seen, so especially with the positioning. Just now, we did have this really nice view coming from Pachal and friends, which is constantly just diving into the back lines as the attacking team. This time, we do see Tiny Black Cat playing really default, playing straight from the basics, straight out from the playbook as well. You get the plan and prioritize that post plan. Just play for those angles, really tight and close here, forcing Fishkit to come out into the over in a very uncomfortable manner here. So Tiny Black Cat, particularly for our dear Viper player, 4K, almost got the ace, sadly got denied for, and sadly he could have achieved that ace for himself, but still, 4 kills is still quite commendable.
Yeah, the Cypher peaks just gives him enough of an idea on how many players are, and it actually does take away the rotation from Fishkick to go straight onto the B side, leaving only the Brimstone here. So it's gonna be a big problem, but at the very least he does have a bit of support coming in from that way. But the damage has been done. They're gonna try and make a beeline onto U-Haul here with only class in hand. It's not gonna be the easiest win against that Spectre. 2-man push hold into U-Haul area itself. Sky with that flash. Not too sure if actually did find anything, as Proper Ducky could to find that Cypher. And Wally
One enemy remaining.
Oopie for 2. And finally, what are you gonna do here, Raze? Minsky does have the Sheriff. Could try to put in a bit of those numbers. A quick reposition. The flash, I don't know if actually hit him. Did he find the headshot? No, unfortunately whipped in a bit of damage onto him. By Minsky with his position. Oh, but he found him by 2 headshots! Minsky putting up the damage here, but time is just slowly dwindling away or finally going down to Johnny.
Interesting. Really take this taking this one step at a time. Relatively slow coming for the end. For the side of a Tiny Black Cat, but they made it work. Got the plan, got into the side. Good bait to actually force out the diversion towards the side where Fishcake will divert it. Actually, the third member to go towards that B side allowed him to go for the plan at that A. And the beauty about having this Viper agent on your lineup as well, you have this really nice long stretch walls, able to cover multiple spaces with the toxic screen for themselves. And of course, naturally with the Viper's kit, you have this really fantastic post-plan situation as the attacking side. Naturally, as a defender, you can also wall off, you can slow things down too, but you're gonna have that read, and this time we're gonna be fully committed towards that B side. Or they can try to go for the bait here, but they did manage to set up Viper the toxic screen. Will they fake it out to take the teleporter? That's a real question. But that seems that may not be the case, as 2 members currently positioned towards hookah as they slowly make their way down. Decides to fall back, they go for the bait, have they diverted enough attention? Enough. 1, but still 2 still remains on that A side.
Oh man. 3 onto B here. They've made their presence known. The other 2 trying to pull away those rotations. I think they've managed to do quite that. Sends out the guiding light, and I'm pretty sure that he got all the information. And oh my god! How's he able to do that, buddy? How talented the util and still gets away with murder. Phenomenal work coming in from our players. Puts Tiny Black Cat into such a dangerous situation. No
30
clue what to
seconds
do
left.
with their Raise and Initiator down here. Still a slow rotate.
Well done from Japet as well, winning out the fight. The big slow fight at U-Halls does follow up with the 2K for the side. Third will not be necessary as it's solely cleaned out by his other teammate as well. That's going to be number 1
Never
Shin.
count out the underdog.
Will be securing the final kill. The final layer of the cockpit here. That's going to be able to steal away that 3rd round for themselves here. Tiny Black Cat still naturally in the lead, but after not able to secure that 3rd round for themselves, despite having the weapon advantage, now Fishcake comes in through with a buy of their own here. Tiny Black Cat doesn't really have the best of economy, so 3 members with the rifles, 2 sticking with the stingers here. But since it's going to be in the hand of Igris, I believe the soldier of death, Black Soldier of Death, the right hand of the Shadow Monarch will be very aggressive with his boom pack, with his blast packs.
Comes out the Trailblazer first just to clear out U-Haul. I'm not too sure if it actually did spot out Jafar here. Easily break, so Igris will be fairly unaffected through those smokes. And here comes the you send out the Roomba, you send out the guiding light, the smokes come through as well as those Viper walls, and Igris just decides to make a beeline and a spray with the Spectre. And on top of that, the upgrade with the Vandal should give him dividends. Minsky tries to go for a challenge. Unfortunately for him, forced out because of the utility. Igris only rendered down to 10 HP, gets a nice top up from his teammate. Should buy some time as well. No one's try and challenge at the very least U-Haul here. With so many angles, watching technically a meat grinder, but for the rest of the team with Alpha Brothers and Minsky, they're managing to take down those numbers one by one, brick by brick. Minsky doing a great job being able to get those utils out and deny space from them. So Fishcake, a great retake to bring them to a 2-4-2.
Maintaining absolute composure. Doesn't not phase, doesn't have to worry too much, as they noticed as well for this past three rounds. Tiny Black Cat is not really an aggressive team here. The goal is very simple for them. They get into the side, they utilize utilities, cover those angles, get the plan, fall back for post plan. This allows Fishcake to actually reposition themselves, to allocate their resources and how they really want to go for those retakes. They weren't really challenged towards their spawns either as well. They were actually able to get pretty close to the site here. So it just really it wasn't really a matter of winning out those gunfights here. And Fishcake was able to find answers for each of those questions for themselves for that retake. So really well done. It's 2-2. The scoreline is pretty much equalized at the current moment of time. But now since the A hasn't been successful for the Tiny Black Cat, they're reverting back to B. So slowly make their way through.
Oh, look at that trip. It's just made for Igris, honestly. As soon as he black specs into the site, he's gonna get a nasty shock. Waiting for that Viper wall to go down for the time being here. It is still three members on the site. Rushing forward, all the aggressive onto the backside and somehow manages to get a kill with just that classic. For some reason, Fishcake was just not ready to do it, but you do have Ultimate Bros here on that side as well to spray the heck out of the rest of the team. Pop-Up Princess does equalize at the very least, all alone in a single man situation there. Pop-Up Princess managed to get two isolated fights with the tube as well. Perfectly played. And Pop-Up Princess, I have to say, you are doing phenomenal work, sweetie.
Oh, he is talk about close for comfort as well, especially since the Cypher in the container itself hasn't really fallen just yet. He still kept it strong, got a lot of kills out of that fight in the end here, really bringing down that fight into a 1v1 scenario here. But it was definitely a fight that Tiny Black Cat couldn't afford to lose here. If not, it's going to be putting them quite a few rounds back at the same time in terms of the economy, since they didn't really have the best of buy. They won the round, they brought it back here. Now they're back in the lead once more here. The Fishcake, they're not really out of the woods just yet, but they still feel pretty solid and comfortable about this game so far.
And so far, I think that Tiny Black Cat has a nice idea just to really get that sky, to get the guiding guiding light out, the util first as well. John Weekend, his counterpart did manage to just see off each other, not really doing a lot of damage from the initial encounter. So you start to see that pivot coming in from Tiny Black Cat, saying, okay, I saw the Cypher here, this might be the weaker site. But Minsky is here for the time being, and you have seen the amount of impact and frags this guy was able to put up for his team as well. Moving out long, letting the initial hit come through from the side. Oh! Straight into the trip, and Minsky strikes! John Wick is there at the very least here, but he's not able to go further more than that. The high low will be able to be taken advantage of, as Alphabet Bros does find John Wick finally in the end over at long there somewhere. And it leaves the rest of the Tiny Black Cat team to quickly go for that rotate. But at the very least, that one player from Fishcake, this guy is still there. So he'll relay the info every time he hears a noise. And on top of that as well, a judge. So this could be disgusting! And he is very much ready for it! But unfortunately for him, Pop Princess, oh my god, the name! It's just hard to deal with, so far away. But Minsky denying that from him. I think just call him TPP.
True, but Pop Punk Princess.
Can you say that 5 times quickly?
Pop Punk Princess, Pop Punk Princess, Pop
Wow,
Punk
you're doing
Princess,
much
Pop Punk
better than
Princess.
me.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out how to call our dear friend Cypher here in this case.
I just call him Alphabet Bros at this point.
Alphabet Bros. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. For Brimstone, we're just gonna stick with. I'm so sorry, buddy. I know you're a big fan, but I'm just gonna keep with Shin. Okay, Shin seems a pretty solid name for you in this case. For
You know, it's giving Elise from Game Changers, who's just trying so hard to give hard names for casters to say.
I mean,
the latest name that she did was called Ratatouille.
I mean, okay, Ratatouille is still pretty alright.
She wrote on Twitter and said, hey guys,
Prepare for hellfire!
It's still doable.
a nice kill there on the Minsky. as well with that Hilltopper. 2 ults just to
down
be able to
A.
secure this round. Regardless, Proper Ducky gonna find one
I
as
know
well. Takes out his
exactly
counterpart.
Last
And the
player
full
remaining.
front of A-side completely in their control, leaving only one member of Fish Kick left. And for Alphabet Bros, he runs away and tries to go for a re-hit one more time here. 1v4, that's a big ask. Would love to see how the economy is looking right here, and I think he's still trying to challenge. But all angles covered. Oh, wins out that fight against Igris. 1 down, 3 more to go. Okay, should give him a bit more breathing room to be out alongside the area as well. But no aggression to come through as well. Oopie Goopie tucked in all the way toward a triple. And at the very end, a nice swing out as well, which means that another point in the bag here. Tiny Black Cat moving it to a 4. It's been very back and forth between these two teams.
It really is, especially since B, the particular win condition for them is really trying to clear out that trip wire at that hook, right? But before they can do that, they need to deal with the guy who's playing at the back of side here, which they haven't been finding that. They haven't really been landing those long distance shots so far to really give them some kind of security to clear out those trip wires. And so A definitely feels a lot more better. They're able to just fly into the back of side, just deal with that one guy, use ball, go for the plan, and that's pretty much what they did in the last one. They found success and they're a lot more comfortable with it as well. But we do see a little bit of shift in positioning this time. The Sky is no longer going to be playing the U-Haul. This time it's going to be in the hands of Raze. Spots out the dog. Still have guiding light in hand. They're really trying to flash this out, and I think they can. They want to try to make that play, but that's it. We'll see if he's confident enough to do it for this. But we do see the long rotation coming in. It's not a full 5v5, but 4v5 in a tight quarter situation seems pretty doable.
As well. Oh, anime battle! Jumps off each other. Minsky just pimped Igris and goes for a 3! 4! Making an ace, man! No shit! Why would you do that? In the words of Big Nah, I can't do that podcast.
4-4, we're constantly back and forth with it. So, interesting enough, every time Tiny Black Cat finds success, we see Fish can instantly adapt to it accordingly as well, especially with the switching of players in terms of positioning. They notice, alright, they notice that the fact that, okay, Japper, he had his fun towards that U-Haul, but they're still letting Tiny Black Cats to really slip through here. So this time brings in a person who's a little bit more comfortable with contact play, player like Minsky in particular, who's able to react in kind, and that's still a major problem here. So it is really disgusting. 2 players, and that's the price of them denying them for the plan. Really
Yeah, it was like a satchel battle, a quick anime battle, name it whatever you want.
He lost him.
And the thing is, the splash damage didn't quite hit onto Minsky, and Minsky took full advantage of that before even Igris could hit the ground. And a quick reposition and quick timing gives him another 3 before he comes very, very scary display of, perfection. But the rest of Tiny Black Cat still not able to execute onto that site. Time, or at least, pushed away because of the snake bite. The lesser guns also leave a lot to be desired. The kill trips as well. Look how far low that trip is.
50 seconds, still a lot of time. They can buy their time with this. It's force out utilities. They seem pretty fine with this as well. That's the bit teleported. Large, very large south Q, Tosh. Making it way to that A side.
Yeah, an immediate flash as well to keep them at bay for 10 feet that far. It's one by one to keep them at bay. Igris all the way to the back side here. But he was just very ready. Oopie Goopie will answer back. So does Alpha and the rest of Fish Cake's team. It's a great collapse. And now John Wick trying to go for a flank, taking too long and not being able to be on time here. And that's the heartbreaker. It's not going to be the easiest for him to get to that spike at
10
all.
seconds left.
But he might be able to run away with kills. I'm not too sure if they saw him. They definitely did. That wide swing from Minsky is just disgusting. And John Wick can't answer back.
That last round I was particularly concerned about. I guess that's gonna be the player, right? Since they instead of splitting up for that B, particularly some players in hookah, some players coming for long, they grouped up in anticipation of the fact that if it doesn't look great, there's gonna always be the teleporter in. But the problem about this tactic is that if you're not really winning all those crucial gunfights, but they're going to be really have hard time really entry regardless of where you are. Utilities is going to be naturally be used by the defending side, particularly the Trailblazer. When the teleporter came in, they heard the sound cue, send the Trailblazer, and then say all the intel they need. They got all the head count, very comfortable with the fact that no one else is going to be coming out from short.
Oh Jafar here, might be dangerous. Spots out his leg immediately, goes back instead, answers back with the guiding light. So, leaves a lot of question marks for Tiny Black Cat's mind here. So aggressive there, Jafar punished for it. Double digits. A lot of space for him to be able to move around with his own guiding light. John Wick gonna put up a cage for one end as well. And somehow Shin managed to win out that fight against Crawford Dusky as well onto Nihar. Regardless, the screen goes down here, but Ben playing into the pit to perfection. And John Wick can hold Ben completely out of their hands. And John Wick tries to isolate these fights. Oh, the gun barrel is spotted by Minsky. He's just faster. Unfortunately for Tiny Black Cat, they weren't exactly on that same page. Is forced out in the open. Oh my god, gets to somehow.
Oh, the right.
Finally online.
The right wing of the Shadow Monarch pulls through for the 1v2. An absolute clutch, by the way, from two separate angles here. What a swing to really pull it out. Well done. Definitely quite the unexpected scenario outcome coming from Fishcake, especially since they believe they had the game in the bag here. But you know, still scoreline, we're really having quite the game here. Taz is back to back 5-5. We got the scoreline. Quite the target war that we're having as these two teams just playing ping pong with each other in terms of scores. But Minsky does have the showstopper here. Let's see if we can stop any shows in this round.
Pretty phenomenal showstoppers just now coming in from both Igris as well as Minsky. Minsky playing a bit more wanting to play that first contact style play, but because of that Trailblazer, it pushes him off his goal, so he has to play a little bit more passive and decides to take his place over on Omicron instead. Those are the chemists trying to spot out where exactly the free fires and pressure from Hookah, but this kick unmoved. Spots out that rotation as well. They're opening as well from Idris. Oh, fights, scrimmages happening from all around the map as well. It's going to be a hit this time where two players are currently stationed. Shin could go massive here, especially with that smoke. And Spray, that flash is too good! Opening up two, and now the molly should just flush him out. Oopie Goopie cannot hold, forced out, and because of the combination of two utilities, they cannot plant as well.
Last player standing.
Oh man, the showstopper
Spike down
Oopie
A.
Goopie. As the spike goes down, Pierre Popcut Princess puts in the numbers early, but can he do more with only a sheriff in hand? He's sharp, yeah, but a high-low might be a lot to deal with here, especially with 14 seconds to go. Feels like a formality here just to end that round. Yep, that's exactly it.
Really well thought out. Fishcake wasn't giving
Last
any
round
window of
before the
opportunity for
switch.
Tiny Black Cat as well, not allowing them to get any entertainment on the idea of an opportunity of an aggression as well so far. Just kept with their angle, just kept what they felt right, what felt very confident on their end as well here to bring this success. However, it has been relatively back and forth here. No ultimate someone available for the side here for Fishcake, except primarily for the Viper's Pit here, which could play actually a pretty massive card when it comes to the retake, if necessary, if utilized at the same time. But Tiny Black Cat still has a massive problem here. They found some success, but other than that, they haven't been winning some of the crucial fights necessary to get the side.
The answer back to the Seekers is just a flashback, but Tiny Black Cat is saying, I'm tired of respecting your decisions. I'm just going to try and full setting W game forward, and Fishcake respecting that, waiting outside of the site, waiting out the showstopper as well. Gets a nice little top up as well for his teammates to bring them back into tip-top shape. But now, the question is, how exactly is this retake going to happen? Throws out the nade, knows exactly where the Cypher is over on U-Hall as well. Igris playing quietly on triple, finds nothing, hoping to catch someone moving around that area. The flash is good. We saw the pit as well being moved all the way backside to give them a bit more breathing space. But the wall bangs are just phenomenal! As Ben, they try and answer back. They try to play the pit, and it gives them so much dividends. Fishcake, when rounds are doing good, is just oppressive.
They didn't even need to do a thing in that round as well, mainly because of the fact that they had the Viper's Pit. They are fine with saying like, you know, take the site, and then you force out all your utilities, all your smokes whatsoever will come in with the Viper's Pit, and then you have no choice but to force a counterplay into us, where primarily Fishcake would have the better advantage for that, since they're already in the pit itself here. So really bide their time, really came to those gun plays, they found success, lost a couple, but other than that, still able to trade things back. And unfortunately, a failed timing coming from John Wick. I believe after he got that pick off on the the opposing Viper, or at least in this case Vance, trying to go for the neural theft, but as he was at the neural theft mid animation, he gets caught out midway, so it's a little bit of an unfortunate section. But now Fishcake able to clear out the round in a 7-5 score manner here. Still pretty close to the point differential, not too much to lose here, but this pistol round can be quite crucial for either both sides here if they want to try to escalate this lead even further. It's a best of one for the Miners once more.
He has been one of the big heavy hitters for his team, and Jafar has been doing a great job to really set him up for success. The Trailblazers, the guiding lights are good, but this is a very disgusting trick. It's a cross trick. In fact, he spots out one but not the other quite yet. He walks in and he's basically gonna die. There we go. Immediate reaction for Jafar to walk into that kill trip as well. Managed to get out the mollies. Minsky taking quite a big hit from the initial pick off of So one cannot go more. Double sways coming in from Fishcake is doing a lot of dividends. Minsky rushes up, waits to find one. Teammate quickly reacts to it. Those smokes finally coming through, and I think the alarm bells are ringing here for Fishcake, and they quickly pivot onto a site where they have it fairly for free. Regardless, it's still a 2v3, and Vance is limping right now.
Now they're in. They had the prep for a fight between multiple fronts as well, as one did come through the mid teleporter here, so they're going to be dropping down for Puka and even to a spawn. Got the corners, got the angles, but do take the contest. Our dear friend Viper is relatively down low.
Timing! Coming in, Alpha Bros putting in those numbers, finds 2, which means that the work coming in from Vance is just to clean up house. And Fishcake is going to extend their lead, pistol in hand.
Really crazy, right? 9 HP to still stick to it as well, but that just means he left majority of the heavy lifting to our, I believe you call him Alphabet Boy, right? So
yeah.
So most of the heavy lifting was going to be in the hands of Alphabet Boy, and he performed admirably to get the double to follow up with Vance to clear out the round in that 1v2 scenario. I thought for a second there I was a little bit concerned, but you know, then again, if I think about it as well, in that pistol round, so many utilities, so many things was expanded for that first initial fight to that A side. For that B, it was just practically gunplay and who spots who first.
He's taking a lot of damage. He cannot move. He cannot hold. Oh!
Oh, the man says, if I'm going down, then you're coming down with me. Interesting.
A lot of words there, but sure, I'll take it, I guess. Clears out the backside with those mollies as well. Both mollies used here.
Oh, the timing!
The timing is not on his side! And Alphabet Bros and Jafar moving in tandem means they fight 2. It's good. It's just preparing for that post-plan situation. Proper Ducky, that's a classic. Genji classic to be exact. So the power of texture be within you, I suppose. But they want to challenge. Proper Ducky is so low though. With 1 enemy means the Alphabet Bros should be cleaning him out. Uki hoping to do something, anything with the power of surprise. There's no friendship here. His teammates are all down. 1 HP, the only amount of HP he's got, just gonna be straight to smithereens. Maybe try and get an elimination. 1 alt orb regardless, but swings out. Nah, Alphabet Bros, he's been doing a massive amount of damage in these attack side rounds.
Yeah, 3 HP is a little bit too much to ask, so I suppose call it cover. We know armor at the same time, but you know, let's just to bring us back to the whole pain shells hookah scenario, right?
Anyways, please record that. Put it on TikTok and credit me and Leonard as the casters. Thank you.
We're gonna chalk it up to a happy accident, okay? This spelling because he got hit by the Trailblazer, got stuck within the corner, heads down.
I mean, it's a desperate play, and it still dwindled down the numbers. It worked out great, I suppose.
That's true. Happy accidents could be a intentional one here. I'm not too sure how you want to chalk it up for this one, but anyway, freshly around.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Now Minsky, this time around he jumps at this high and he's getting wallbanged. Oh, it's a large chunk of damage because of the amount of damage coming in from that pain shell as well. Gets a top up from his teammate. And they cut the noise, and I think this is good. Sometimes you just really gotta slow it down. Keep the enemies wondering, is he still there or did they go for the rotate? And because he blew out the guiding light, the immediate answer was to just re-smoke hookah.
The thing slowed down because he actually blasts back onto the ceiling here, so...
Maybe he was trying to avoid, you know, the trip, who knows, but Igris,
True.
huge to find shit fairly early as well. Proper Ducky did put in quite a bit of damage onto Venz as well here. So, the teams are rotating off. John Wick quick
down
to find
A.
Venz quick as he's rotating over. Gets the spike, so rallying his teammates over so he's able to hold. Breaks the trip, knows that Alphabet Bros is there. Wondering how exactly he's going to be
30
approaching
seconds
this.
left.
What util do you have in hand? Mostly gets an upgrade with to the Vandal as well. Looking great. Not a Vandal, excuse me. It is a Guardian. Tried to disrespect the Snake Bite, but you want to push more a bit hard, especially if the Molly is there as well. Time and time and time is ticking, and I don't
10
think
seconds left.
that planting is an option. So save is the option.
By the way, good double pick just now, so they're not gonna really take any chances as well. This is one of those few things when winning out particular fights really makes it a lot of massive difference, especially the battle towards bathrooms, right? If you actually got the kill on the Cypher, it would have been a whole different story, but because he was a spike carry, he gets knocked down there, now forces Fish Cake pretty much in this situation where, alright, we can't flank from the front. Majority of the members of Tiny Black Cat would have been able to rotate in time to cover that other side entrance as well. So naturally, the next fight will be the battle through the frontier, but it's not enough time. So they made the safe call to bring out the 2 saves here because they still have decent amount of economy just to go for a buy. So hopefully they'll be able to bring out the round since they've been winning a few rounds in the second half.
Trailblazers still managed to find 2, so it's enough information to bring in that rotation onto the right side as well. There's a trip on top of that. They've been changing out the trips either, so if you're still getting caught in the trips, I'm wondering whether or not it was from negligence or that that pressure coming in, especially when you want to go for those fast hits.
There's still one more trip, by the way.
Both trips are up, I see, from Main as well as Puka as well. Big one. John gonna try and play a bit more aggressive through his own cage. And then that could already be seen if he could find blends and just timing off that flash just a bit more off. Minsky is gonna quickly move away and just answer back with his own sprays through that smokes. A bit more aggressive in the corner. Proper Ducky for 2. Minsky the high ground. Woo! Perfectly placed as well. Throws out that grenade all the way to backside, and Igris already inside of 2. I'm not too sure if Minsky is aware, but Minsky is taking his time
left.
as well, trying to go for these isolated fights. Smoked out the backside. Good to fight one ahead. No, Igris inside, sends it out, finds nothing. A bit of a ring around the rosy moment here between these 2 teams, and timing!
Oh!
Definitely something that Minsky is not worried about. What a clutch!
See, that's the difference between body shots and headshots there. Minsky got tagged first, but it's all merely body shots here. So that headshot really pulling clutch for that 1v1 scenario, despite him being a disadvantage here. So Fish Cake, double-digit scoreline first, 10-6. But what a nerve biter that we actually just witnessing just now as well. Really, as this is team, despite the scoreline being 10-6 right now, it's been really both sides finding tooth to nail as they try to get some form of an advantage. And this time we do see the toxic screen preset this time by Fish Cake relatively more early than usual.
Here we go, Igris. Quickly noted, flushed out of his corner. Marshall in hand here. The guiding light should push him out as well. Minsky looks challenged. Quickly clears out close bench with the paint shells. Find nothing. They are smoked out, so gonna be a bit more patient on how exactly they want to approach this one, but it does pull the rotations away from B side.
Calm, collected. The silence before the storm.
Trying to find the head here, hoping to see if anyone peeks through U-Haul. Nothing yet seen in mind.
Launching smoke.
Smoke is there for some
There it is.
Might be able to go aggressive. Not too sure if Igris is marking who it is, but he's a little bit more fast! But the answer back with the orbital strike. Minsky and Alpha Bros get that space to be able to equalize. And Tiny Black Cat is in trouble. Pop Punk Princess all alone, and Minsky loves to go aggressive, and that's exactly what he'll do.
Really quiet, calm, composed before re-engaging back into the side. And also at the same time, I did notice one of the member of FishK tracking their back line if any potential flying. Once he got that cleared out, he says, alright, we all know what needs to be done. Once the smoke's dropped down, get those angles, get those fights. Despite the initial crosshairs placed with the they're still able to find their respective target, especially from the shower entry. So that was really well done. You getting those 2 picks off makes this a lot more easier for your rest of the team from A shot to just focus towards that U-haul here. Fresh new round. This is the round that will lead to match point for the side of FishK. Smokes come into heaven in terms of trying to fake. Will it be enough to soul them out?
Trailblazer definitely saw proper ducky in that corner. I'm not too sure if it did actually see John weak, but regardless, Minsky just blind sprays through those smokes, hoping for those shots to land into something, anything, finds nothing. That guiding light as well, because they know at least the quick front area of B side is fairly clean, so they're just gonna slowly work their way onto the side itself. There is a cage here, gonna try to challenge, and he does just that. Perfectly done, proper ducky in the corner, but he doesn't know that Minsky has made him so all the way to the backside. Rotations come in here for Tiny Black Cat. That smoke is keeping them at bay for the time being. It will dissipate. Nope. Situation that is giving them that space to go in as well. Minsky, huge, fast, challenges. Even in fact, eating a lot of damage from the Snake Bite does not deter him from being aggressive. Waiting for the poison orb as well. Instead, Idris decides to play with the op. Maybe go for any, pickoffs at the end there. Tries to challenge. Natural out. No! Why would you do that to your teammate? Oh no, Idris, not like this!
The man said a sacrifice was required to the great monarch.
Run away with the op? No, he did. He finds Vance. So he brings it to the next round. This is pivotal. It should give Tiny Black Cat a bit more of an advantage onto the defensive hold.
But the thing is, at the same time, this also gives a little bit of a intel for the side for FishK to know there is an operator currently present on the side here for Tiny Black Cat. It's just a matter of which side is this operator going to be placed at. Is he going to be playing towards that mid to A from A short area, or is he going to be playing close mid? But just for the place alone, it's going to be towards A shot. This first opening is going to be pretty crucial to really set the mood for the round for the team here. It's match point right now, so every shot counts. That opening is fantastic and strong.
And it's good because Minsky has been the big heavy hitter for the team, putting up the numbers, getting aggressive, those headshots as well. And he's been a menace. So this should give a bit more breathing room for Tiny Black Cat, at least for this round. But in those corners, you have John Week with the judge as well, and FishK don't know what hit them.
Neuro theft. You know where they are now.
There's a lot of question marks and hesitation coming in from FishK. They have a lot of time, 1 minute to go. They can try and equalize these fights, maybe go for isolated 1v1s, perhaps try and go for a backstab, a lurk, something. But it's not the easiest. Poison orb one side of the area means they have a bit less angles to worry about as well. But Pop-Up Princess undeterred. They also have, one member has already made his way into bench. So Ben's great kick off onto the but it's straight through those smokes. Ben! This is a perfect play for him! And the attacker somehow managed to bring it back. FishK takes the round, and Tiny Black Cat unfortunately not able to convert the huge openings their teammate was able to do.
Everything started going wrong the minute the Viper pick came in. The Viper pick was sound as the ultimate Q. Everyone, even on the other side where our dear friend Cypher or at least Alphabet Boy here, started was able to get a drop on two of the members who also started panicking because two players was coming from a long teleporter. They heard the Viper pick, so they know for the fact. Alright, gotta run straight to side. They have no choice. They gotta go for those fights here. So an opportunity presented themselves. They took that opportunity and really turned the round back in their favor.
Honestly, great stuff
For Data One, yeah.
shown, coming in from that. Minsky especially putting up numbers, taking up a lot of space, just really, taking away a lot of the load from his teammates. Japar has been doing phenomenal work to be able to, with his Trailblazers, with the guiding light, to be able to provide that
Playing
information
crucial roles
as well.
at crucial moments, yeah.
So this is huge. Minsky, honestly, really, really enabled, and that's what you want to see from your duelist.
Exactly.
As well. Especially toward that second half, Minsky really came online. So, it's just very, very fun to watch as well. Again, this is a tournament, an amateur tournament. We're seeing mixed ranks come through as well. So we saw a lot of a variety that particular game compared to our usual high elo games.
Feels like we're in that pub match without the ranking to take it to the count as well, as everyone go head to head with each other. Well, but it fits with the description, right? Because a lot of these guys, not a lot of intel to really work with as well, especially since they're now sure it's the best of one too. So really not much you can really work with as well.
Yeah, this is very rough, especially when you don't have that veto to really, set yourselves up for success. But anyways, this is again an amateur tournament that is set up by OneOne. Thank you so much, OneOne Valorant, OneOne, for sponsoring the OneOne Valorant tournament. Don't forget, guys, that we do have a giveaway going on. Make sure to check out the website on how exactly you guys want to join that. And on top of that as well, grand finals will be tomorrow. So we'll see you guys same time, same place for the OneOne Valorant tournament 2025. I'm Tashman alongside Leonard. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way! And that's just a game. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way!